Rated R for Kyle's going to tell me a story about his alligator feeding.
Okay, so 2017 is where I'm going to begin this tale.
Oh, so this is way back.
Well,
I didn't mean
this
to do
doesn't
that.
really tie into the Arkansas thing at all, but it kind of does.
Okay.
So we went to Florida.
I get to go through? Nope. Okay.
With
So before you start that long story short, I did go the wrong way.
Okay.
So that sucks.
Also, he exited out of the pause menu, but he didn't actually go anywhere. But he exited out of the pause menu, so blame him for that, not me.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, 2017 we went to Florida for Venture and Crew, which is like Boy Scouts. It's part of the Boy Scouts of America, but
you only have to believe that one.
But it's it's not technically Boy Scouts. Like boys and girls can be involved. It's a bit older.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to a high adventure base in Florida, and on our way down we went on an airboat tour. So we got to like sit in the airboat and then like run down the Everglades, which was really cool. Jack's not listening to me, so it's okay.
No, I am.
Okay.
I'm listening. I'm just again. I went through.
So while we were on that,
What did I go through? I went through
that I think.
this one.
I believe so.
I think okay, yeah. And then so it would be this one.
So anyway, on that tour we got to see some alligators, and then like we got to hold like baby alligators at the end.
Oops, that was way too early.
You know, and like it's all like I'm pretty sure their mouths are rubber banded shut, even though they're babies.
Mm-hmm.
But like it was still a really cool experience. I could say I held an alligator. Cut to about 2 weeks ago, when I was in Arkansas. Probably a bit longer than that, but maybe a month ago now.
Mm-hmm.
We were in Arkansas, and we went to a Tiger King type place, but for like the main exhibit was not tigers, it was alligators.
Okay.
And they let you hold not like full size alligators, obviously, but like still like youth, but not like babies. They're just a bit bigger.
Okay.
And like again, mouths are like rubber band and shut or whatever. They can't open.
Yeah.
But
don't they have something where like they can
their jaws
are like they can powerfully
they
close,
have
but they can't
they can't open them very well.
Okay.
That's how like when you wrestle an alligator,
Mm-hmm.
you can like once you get the mouth, you're done.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna save.
But
this
anyway,
because shit's gonna happen.
But anyway, I got a hold a youth alligator, and then we got to watch a live alligator feeding where like they fed like the adult alligators.
Okay.
Like chicken breasts, I believe. And then they talked about how like, one of the guys who worked there, the guy's brother, who like was doing our demonstration, his brother, because it was a family-run business. He got bitten by an alligator there, and we watched the video in the lobby. It was a bit bloody, but not like that bad,
Not too
like
gory.
he survived. I believe he lost his arm, I think, but I don't know. I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I don't quite remember it. He wasn't actually there that day.
Yeah. By the way, we're facing his ATST.
Okay, cool. So anyway, but after the live, like after we got to watch the adult alligator feeding, they gave us like a stick, like a metal pole or whatever, and we got to go in like this little room. And if you paid like $5 extra or whatever, they give you like 2 chunks of hot dog. You get to feed like the baby alligators on a stick.
Oh, okay.
So like I didn't get to feed the big ones, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But I safely got to feed some baby ones, and get us fed an alligator now, which is something also really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I thought I mean, I wasn't gonna think like chicken breast, but I thought it'd be similar. But you're saying they're hot dogs. I'm like, oh, okay.
They did not let us feed the big boys because the big boys are like
they're big.
Right. You turn away for 1 second and like all of a sudden you're
dead.
Right. Well, because that's the problem with that one guy who got his arm bit. He was focused on the other alligators on his one side and forgot to focus on his other arm, and all this alligator got it. But it was funny because on the video he kept feeding the alligators as he was like running out of the pen.
You're gonna go out. You gotta go in style,
Yeah.
Dude, like that guy sounds pretty epic.
Oh yeah, it was such a fun experience. It was like a petting zoo there, so not alligators, but it was like they had like ghosts we could walk them to, and we got to feed. There was like ostriches or emus, I think actually.
Yeah. Boom! I took it down very
easy. We did not go in the emu exhibit because it was not open to the public, but they were very snappy.
Okay.
Emus are very scary birds up close, dude.
I mean, I've never experienced that, but
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a chain link fence between us and them, like their heads peeked over, and you're just going, and it's like if you put your finger too close, it probably would have ripped my finger off.
well.
But yeah, no, that's it was great. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the name of the place, but if you're ever down, if you ever have a chance to go visit something like that, I highly recommend it.
And having not knowing this guy and just hearing the story about the guy getting his arm bitten off, obviously I hope that's well, and hopefully he's a cool guy where he can somewhat joke about it.
Yeah.
Now
the one guy who we actually had said he'll admit it's his fault. He didn't get his arm bitten off. It was more like he got his arm bit. It was very small, but it was a big gash, Okay, but it could have been a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't remember if he had I think he might have had to have his amputated. I don't quite remember.
Anyway, it's just plot really going on right now.
Yeah.
We're just talking about
things are technically happening.
Yeah, things that are happening. We're gonna go to places and I don't know if you know this or remember this, but she was at one point a Jedi.
Right.
And now we're going into kind of her backstory of why she's really stopped.
Of course.
Doing the things that she does.
And I'm over here talking about how some dude got bitten by an alligator, and we gotta laugh about it.
And you got to feed the alligators. That's the important thing.
That's the cool part. Yeah.
That's the cool part. You got to feed and hold some of them. Which I personally, I don't know how I would do in those situations. I'm not big on all that to begin with, but
I would probably peer pressure.
You probably
it's
would.
Safe. It's
well. Here's the thing. I've noticed in myself. It's to my family. If I don't like something or I don't do it. I don't. I won't go and actively do it.
Sure.
But something simple like a water park or a water slide. There's so many of these, but I don't know which one it's called. But where it kind of takes you down, then you drop, and you kind of do the kind of swing back and forth almost.
Oh yes, the big funnel type thing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain.
Here's a picture one.
Yeah.
If you recognize Waterslides from the outside.
Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about. I forever was I don't want to do anything like that. I don't enjoy it. But later, I went with some of my friends, and my friends oh, let's go and do this. I'm like, you know what? Okay, let's do it. And then I do it. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, but I'm not really
gonna be afraid of water slides.
Oh, I'm still not huge on all of that.
I love them now, but there's definitely a fear factor in it still.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a huge adrenaline person, and the dark is not helping either in most of them.
Yeah.
No, but
Also, I'm gonna go back here since we've got a lot of parts, and I'm gonna change up my lightsaber.
Oh, cool. One of my old friends told me there's 3 versions of you. There's the person you are when no one's watching. There's a person you are when you're around family, and there's a person you are when you're with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Or it might have been family and friends, and then the person you are when you're around strangers.
Mm-hmm.
But it's there are definitely different even though they're all the kind of you, they're you act differently around.
Oh yeah, no, I
certain
get
people, and it's kind of that kind of motive, or idea. Where you're oh, I don't want to do something, but it's if your friends are doing it, it's okay, well, I mean, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
We say peer pressure, but it's probably not peer pressure. It's I probably wouldn't peer pressure Jack into doing it, but if I did it and Jack saw it,
you'd just be oh, you're not doing this? Well, then you're a fucking wimp,
Right. I would joke about it, but I wouldn't actually force him to do anything. But it is a super cool experience, and it's also I don't want to say it's entirely safe because there's a living being and anything could happen. It's not like a roller coaster where it's been tested,
We haven't done green yet, so I'll do green.
Okay.
So just switch it up a bit. Got a green lightsaber, and anyway, continue.
But it's it's that kind of thought, where it's pretty safe, or they wouldn't keep doing it. That business has been around since the 40s or something, I think.
Oh, okay.
And it's passed through their family.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to imagine holding an alligator, and other places do it too. You have to imagine it's pretty safe at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, again, they can't really open their mouths, so especially the littler ones, rubber bands are fine.
Yeah.
And it's a super it's kind of weird, but it's such a cool experience where it's wow, I held an alligator today.
yeah, it's it's just like you never thought you would do it, and then you did it. And you're like, wow, I did that.
Right, and then you got to do it with a bigger alligator, and it's like, wow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be only one of those adults that are like,
next thing you know, you are an alligator.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of would like to wrestle an alligator, but also I'm terrified to wrestle an alligator,
Yeah, that's
like
that's
I
something...
could fit in its mouth if I wanted to.
Yeah, like, it's almost like, oh, that sounds like great on paper. Like, oh yeah, I can wrestle an alligator, and then you go up to it and it's like,
Right. In my head, it's like I know how to do it. But and when I actually get there, will I freak out? No, almost definitely.
Yeah.
But
it's like I can run 5 miles, no problem. But then I do it, and I'm like
tired.
And then I'm like not even halfway through the first mile, and I'm like, I need to stop.
Well, also it's like, yeah, I understand how to do it, but like, when I actually get up there, am I actually going to be able to perform, or am I going to freak out and get attacked by an alligator?
And next thing you know, you're just missing an arm.
Right.
Anyway,
and
we're
I had something else I wanted to say too.
We're currently going to Kashyyyk to continue the story, and that's why there's this cutscene.
Cool.
Because we're continuing things.
I had something else I wanted to add too, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
It was about wrestling the alligator, like how it was good on paper and such, but probably not important.
Yeah. Before we get too far into this, and I know we've said this kind of throughout so many times, I feel like this is the one map or world where because it's so big, like it has to stop and freeze to then load in. So it's almost like it like drops in graphically and resolution and just freezes to load in the next part of the world, and then it does it. And it only does it in like one spot, really, where I can remember it. But like when it comes to it, it will be super obvious.
Okay.
But right now, I guess we're in the middle of some little guerrilla fight, which I'm trying to think. You've never seen Rogue One, right?
No, I've only seen the main films, the main 9.
Okay, and you've never seen. Okay,
I've never seen Solo.
So there's
Clone Wars.
kind of how I guess I said at the beginning, like this isn't obviously this game. It's got like if you've seen it or you know of it, it's like, oh wow, I know that, and it's like.
It's part of the lore, but it's not heavy. Like you don't need to see it.
Yeah, you don't need to see it, and like this does enough to explain it. But there's just there's a character here from like that movie, and that was originally in the Clone Wars show. So it's
maybe I'll recognize him.
You definitely will recognize the actor, but you definitely won't know the character.
Oh.
Because it was like a one-off character and a one-off arc in.
Is it Tom Hanks?
It is not Tom Hanks.
Is it Timothy Allen Shepard?
No.
Darn.
The little beeps. Do you like BD1?
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah. Apparently they designed him to be like a dog. Kind of got that thing. Because he's going to be your buddy throughout the entire thing.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
He really reminds me of like a Super Nintendo.
Really? Oh,
especially with the red skin we had on him originally.
Oh, yeah. Did we get any more? I don't think we did.
I don't know.
Skins. I mean, there's a lot.
There's the yellow and black one we haven't really touched yet, but I like it. I like the faded white and color strip. Yeah. This is interesting.
Yeah, this is pretty nice looking. We're about to just climb this extremely dirty AT-AT, but
Sure.
If he stops moving for a second, maybe I can grab on. There we go.
Not saying we need to end the episode now, because we still have a couple minutes, but is there anywhere coming up where we can do that at?
Oh, yeah, there's a spot, don't worry.
Okay, cool.
As long as I don't take forever.
Yeah, we have 5 or 6 minutes or something like that still.
Oh, yeah, that's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay. I love how it's just, a perfect, spacing between, these vines.
Right, how coincidental.
Yeah, exactly, it's just like,
It is a pretty neat level idea, though.
Oh, yeah, especially since, like in everything else, like, they're all, they're pristine, they don't get dirty, like in terms of, like, their vehicles or whatever, they're all this, and then this one, it's all covered in mud and dirt.
Like halfway underwater.
Yeah. So like it's definitely interesting to look at. It looks like it's got a little beard, you know.
Yeah, I definitely was thinking the same thing, and I'm like, I shouldn't say that. That's dumb.
No,
but I'm glad you thought the same
does.
thing. Yeah.
Like obviously it's not what they're going for, but you know, it's what happens.
Well, it might have been what they're going for.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go up. Never mind.
What do you think? I think the pitch of this level was, what if we had an ATSD with a beard, or an AT-AT with a beard?
And they're like, yes, we need. Oh, jeez.
Oh God.
Well, we're going in. So.
Ooh. Still looks very pristine on the inside.
Yeah, but you know. We go through here.
Oh.
Don't worry, it's not. We're not driving it. We're just climbing through.
Yeah, I know. That's just a, you know.
Super
creative.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that where you're like, oh, there's just stuff happening.
I'll show you stuff happening.
I hope you do.
Oh, the green looks really cool.
Oh yeah, plus since we're on a forest world, you know, the green, I don't know. It definitely, I wouldn't say blends in, but you know, it definitely works for the world that we're in.
Yeah, right now we're in like the blue and it really pops, and I think that's really cool.
Oh yeah, and then when you, especially when you get in caves, you know, when you hold it up, it's got that green glow to it. We're sneaking. Shh, we're sneaking.
Are we sneaking?
Yeah, shut the fuck up, we're sneaking.
Shut the fuck up. Don't talk!
Don't do it! They wouldn't notice.
It actually worked.
And now we get to drive it.
Ooh.
And we get to blow shit up with it.
Wow.
Shut that guy up.
Yeah, see?
Shut that guy up.
Shut him up. We're sneaking.
This is sneaky time.
Yep, alright. Can I move now? Or are we still in the transition phase? Oh, I get to move now.
Again, really cool, like cinematically.
Oh,
you know.
And just look at that. Just blowing another one up, and the way he's moving as I'm blowing him up.
Wow.
Just blow up already, you stupid bitch. Thank you. Oh, can I get the...
You and BB... What's his name?
BD1.
BD1, you two make a really good B team.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Not an A team.
Oh, of course not. This is not... We're not 18.
Right.
We've had 18.
Right.
Oh, look, there's just a guy that just jumped.
There better be a Wilhelm scream in this segment, or I'll be able to...
There he is.
Oh.
You recognize the actor, right?
No, I recognize the character, though.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Who's the actor? Am I...
It's Forrest,
Whittaker?
Yeah, Whittaker.
Really?
Yeah, he played in Black Panther, you know, played Shuri.
Yeah, I know who he is, I just...
Yeah.
He didn't play Shuri.
Not Shuri, Zuri.
Shuri's a girl.
I messed it up, okay? I meant Zuri.
Yes.
You know, I'm focusing on blowing shit up.
Of course, of course.
But yeah, he played Saw Gerrera. I don't know if that rings a bell because you know it was definitely.
It might just be because the name was just on screen now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely recognize. I'm pretty sure I recognize that character.
Okay.
But maybe I don't.
Unless you saw the trailers because he was heavily in the Rogue One stuff.
Oh yeah, I watched the Rogue One trailers.
So that's definitely where it is. This thing just can blow up. I get to blow all this up, and don't worry. After this,
there's a save point.
There is.
Cool.
There's definitely a good point.
Do we want to do another episode of this afterward, or are we gonna call it today?
This is the third one, so one more.
Okay. Well then we'll talk about that off camera. That's off camera stuff.
Yeah. Can I just
Right now we're talking about lasers and Forrest Whittaker.
Well, yeah, it's his character, Saw Gerrera.
Right.
The rebel extremist.
I'm going to take this time now to write in my notepad.
Good. I'm just going to take this time to keep blowing shit up.
Okay.
And hopefully, everything does blow up.
And
the
then
ship will blow up, which it should.
2 weeks when I go back through my notepad, I'll ask you, hey, what does...
Hey, did we do this thing?
Yeah.
Did we talk about this?
How many episodes of Ninjago do you think we did? I don't remember, and I don't want to go back through and check.
Yeah. What does high five mean?
Yeah, what does Ninjago 2.5 high five mean?
And that was like a week ago.
Yeah, no, I have no recollection.
I definitely knew 2.5, but I'm like, what is, why did you even put high five?
I don't know. It is in parentheses too. Like, typically I don't write things in parentheses for this.
Yeah, and he crashed into us. So now we lose it. No more driving the AT-AT. That's okay, we're fine. We're not hurt. That doesn't hurt us. See, we're fine. Crashing stuff doesn't hurt.
Of course.
As everything does.
Well, of course.
If I get punched, that one really hurts. But crashing doesn't hurt.
What? Is this?
It's going to cutscene, so it didn't go black like what happened at the start of this session.
Okay.
And don't worry, after this.
Is this just a casual stroll through a forest fire?
Oh yeah, we just crashed. The ship just broke into us. Oh, and he just appeared.
What a beautiful bonfire.
Oh yeah.
What a beautiful view.
Oh. Yep, it's loading. Everything's loading.
What are you doing here?
But
Companions and I
he's just here.
Yeah. Oh, I recognize that planet.
Yeah, Kashyyyk is it's the home planet
Is that
of the
how you pronounce
Wookiees. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Oh, I've always.
You're not the first person that's
Kashyyyk.
Yeah, said it like that.
I can literally see the vibrations on your control. You place your
I can see it too. I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
You place the vibration or the controller on your bed by my feet, like not at my feet, but like below my feet, and I could just see it go.
Oh yeah, I just placed it down because I'm like,
of course,
it's a cutscene. I don't need to hold this. So
Oh, you were fine. I was kind of laughing about it.
Bring down the Star Wars lore and the correct pronunciation. Because why not? And jeez, this is. I wonder if it's because it's connected through the capture card. And
I mean, I don't want to rule it out entirely, but we've not had any other.
This twice,
and it wasn't quite this bad.
And it wasn't even anything like that. It didn't have to keep loading every few seconds. And of course, it's because I did say, hey, this is the one planet where I know it loads in a lot, or in this one spot in particular. But
yeah, I just we haven't had any other issues.
Yeah, no. But we're just more plot. Hey, we're gonna help him out real quick because
I wonder if
we've got business here. He's got business here. Better make an ally than an enemy.
I wonder if this is how this is gonna look on capture, because we've had some glitchy moments on capture even when it's not
yeah, because when we're doing it on the TV it's perfect, but looking back at the capture,
we've talked about this before, and then I'll let you get to a save point and I'll finish this up real quick.
Yeah, you can go and say that. I'll just
but we every 20 minutes or so it records to a new file.
Yeah.
Which and we get glitches during that part, in the beginning of the new file. But even sometimes I was watching some episodes yesterday, and sometimes it's in the middle of things, we hit black once, I believe, in screen sheet, and then it just looped the same thing over and over again, which that might have been the glitch. I'm not gonna lie, but
I've seen that glitch a lot where it's it glitches out and then it plays
the same loop over and over again, right?
Or it plays the same thing. Or it quickly goes back and then redoes the whole audio quickly. I mean, the video quickly.
But
yeah, that's.
But yeah, I wonder if that cutscene is just gonna be a bit too much for it. It's just gonna. But it's still recording, so that's good.
Yep.
Something will be on screen hopefully for that part.
Yep, and I think that's it.
We want to end it there.
Yeah. So ending on another skill screen.
Well, that's how we're always gonna end, just save points.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Thank you all for watching. There's Unscripteds every Thursday, whether it's podcast form or review form. Gaming's going to be every day. And if you got any ideas for games, movies, TV shows, leave them down below. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.